Morning YouTubers, welcome back to the Davy Brown 990 restoration. My name's Barry. Well, weather report today. It's raining, it's windy and it's going to get worse and it's cold. But today what we're going to do, all this week, what we're going to do, because I think it's going to take a little bit of a time to do this. We're going to start and take this to bits again. We're going to take all the ancillaries off it. We're going to take manifolds off, fuel pipes off, fuel lift pump, fuel filters. I'm going to get it ready, we're going to get it masked up, we're going to get it degreased and we're going to get it painted in chocolate. Then all the little bits is going to go back on. So, let's crack on, let's get at it. So where we've got a hole where the fuel pump used to be here, we need to obviously block the hole here to stop paint getting in, because this plate needs painting. But I want to keep the shape of the pump bare metal so the gasket will seal, because if I put primer on this face here, the primer will eventually allow the oil to soak through and it'll start leaking. So what I've done is used a bit of a cereal box, drew up a template of the gasket, and that'll go on there. Like that. It'll block the hole, stop the paint getting in, but it'll also give us some clean metal for the gasket to go onto when we come to put the pump back on. So I'm going to now mask off all the machine faces, get them ready for spraying. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to clean them all off with acetone, because these are all covered in oil to stop them rusting up. So I'm going to get them clean, degreased, I'm going to get them masked up, shaped off. This area in here has already been painted chocolate, because I knew once the front went on you wouldn't be able to get in here to get this painted. But we'll get these all done, get them sorted out. So I've got my tub of acetone here. Give it a wipe. You soon know if you've got it right, because your tape sticks. If you haven't got it clean, your tape doesn't stick. Right, 2-inch masking tape. This is literally just laying on the top of here for the moment. Now, I'll give it a rub. Make sure you get all the edges down. Okay, so tidied up. I've just got an old wood chisel, Stanley knife. I'll take the wood chisel, just go use this edge, go against the casting push. So, do this side now. Gently rubbing away at it. Let's say like two halves of the scissors. So again, put that straight across there. Where you've overlapped your tape, it does take just a little bit extra to go through it. You feel it when you've got metal on metal. You can actually feel the rubbing. Up the top there, and we'll trim that off. Do that. There we go. You do get little snags and little bits lifting. But that's there we go. That's my second side done. To mask off these areas, I think what I'll do, simple thing to do here is grab the exhaust gaskets and the inlet gaskets, draw around them with cardboard, draw around them on cardboard, just make caps to go over here. Then all the bare steel in here, like the nuts and bolts that's on, when we prime it, they'll all get primed up. Water temperature sensor will get primed, we'll tape the tag on here. And then it'll all get primed again. So we'll get all the raw steel. We'll have to dry for a little while, and then we'll start from underneath on the sump, and we'll get it come up to the top with Davy Brown chocolate. So, where are we up to now? Well, we've got it all masked off. I'll give you a walk around in a minute. We've got it all masked off. We're just about ready to paint. What I've done is on the top of the engine studs, these ones here, for some reason two of them are hollow and the 1/2 inch UNF. So I've took 1/2 inch UNF bolt, cut it down. I'm going to put a little bit of grease on the thread, just a tiny bit, pop that in like that one. We're just going to cap it off. We're going to just tighten this down till the faces match up and it looks similar. We're going to tighten it down and it'll stop any rubbish in the future going down there and causing problems for it. So let's have a quick walk around and see where we're at. So we've got all the back end masked up. And see, we're going to on them. These have got the tiniest bit of grease on them. What we're doing, we're just tightening them down until the faces match up. Because all I'm looking for is a form of weatherproofing. Just to stop the rubbish. There we go, getting in there. So, got all the exhaust ports covered up, studs taped, where the fuel filter bolts go in. We've got ear plugs put in here, water drain taps plugged, fuel pump is plugged. Round the front, we've seen we've got both mating faces on the front covered. I've took the bowl and the filter off the fuel pump and I've just masked the rest up. Starter motor, we made a template the same shape as a starter motor, we've got that covered. Inlet ports covered and taped. So now then, so all the rest of the raw steel here, little bits, everything that's raw, including the dipstick, it's going to get a wipe down, degreased, and the whole thing will then get a quick flash of primer to cover the bare steel up, including the water pump. I'm going to put all the bolts back in here, so all the bolt heads get a coat of paint, but they'll just be in finger tight, because obviously we've got the fuel pump to go back on. So there, which is ready for painting. All we've got to do now is have some sort of reasonable warmth in a day. As you can see by the hat, it's cold again today, so I don't think this is going to get a splash of paint today, unless something happens drastically and the weather warms up. However, there we are. It's all sorted. I'll give it another once around just to check to make sure that we have got everything, because you know what it's like, you get to this stage, you mix your paint up, you put it in the gun, you start spraying, and then you realise there's one little bit left that you haven't covered. But anyway, that's where we're at so far.